Everyone always watches the same anime. Today, we're changing that. I'm Anime TV. Welcome back to the channel, and these are the top 10 underrated anime nobody talks about. Let's get into it. Kicking off the list at number 10, we have Clevitas. And look, I already covered this anime on the channel before, and I stand by it being one of the most slept on anime out right now. If you haven't seen it yet, what are you waiting for? Clevitas follows Alicia Glenfall, a young warrior carrying the weight of her father's death on her shoulders as she fights to protect everything she loves. What makes this show special is that it doesn't try to be anything other than what it is: a raw, emotional, action-packed story with characters you genuinely care about. The fight scenes are clean, the world building pulls you in, and by episode 3, you are completely hooked. Most people scroll right past this one, and that is a crime. This is exactly the kind of anime that deserves way more attention than it gets, and that's exactly why it's opening up our list today. Go watch it, seriously. Number 9, Hakata Tonkatsu Ramens. The premise alone should sell you. Set in a city where 1 in 3 people are secretly assassins or hired killers. Yeah, really. The story follows a detective and a cross-dressing assassin who team up in the most unexpected way, and it just works. Sharp writing, great characters, and action that hits out of nowhere. It's got this cool noir crime vibe mixed with pure anime energy that keeps you glued to the screen. This is the kind of show you start on a Friday night, and suddenly it's 3 a.m. and you finish the whole thing. Massively underrated. Go watch it. Number 8. Heroic Age. And if you've never heard of this one, don't worry. Most people haven't, and that's exactly the problem. Set in a distant future where humanity is on the brink of extinction, the story follows Age, a boy raised by an ancient, all-powerful race called the Golden Tribe, who gave him the ability to transform into one of the most devastating beings in the universe. Think Greek mythology meets epic space opera, and you're starting to get close. The scale of this show is absolutely massive. Entire civilizations, warring tribes, cosmic-level battles, and somehow it still manages to feel deeply personal. Age is one of those characters you just root for from the very first episode. This came out back in 2007, and people still sleep on it to this day, which is honestly criminal. If you're into big-scale sci-fi action with real heart behind it, Heroic Age needs to be on your watch list immediately. Number 7. Huzuki's Cool-Headedness. Now, this one is genuinely unlike anything else on this list. Imagine hell, but it runs like a corporate office. Huzuki is the chief aide to King Enma, the ruler of the Japanese underworld, and his job is basically keeping all 272 subdivisions of hell running smoothly. He's calm, calculated, and absolutely sadistic, and somehow that makes him one of the most entertaining protagonists in anime. This show is a dark comedy that doesn't take itself seriously for even 1 second, and that's exactly what makes it so refreshing. 1 minute you're learning about Japanese mythology and folklore, the next, you're watching Huzuki terrorize his boss over something completely ridiculous. It's funny, it's unique, and there's genuinely nothing else like it out there. Most people have never even heard of this show, and that is a real shame because it is an absolute vibe from start to finish. Number 6. Eren. This one might be the most emotional anime on this entire list. It follows a young girl growing up in a world where giant beast warriors are raised for combat, and her journey from curious child to one of the most important figures in her civilization is just beautiful. The storytelling is patient, the world building is rich, and by the time the big moments hit, you are completely invested. There were moments in the show that genuinely had me feeling things I wasn't ready for. Most people skip it because of the art style, and that is a massive mistake. Eren is a masterpiece, plain and simple. Ranking of Kings. Okay, so first impressions. The art style looks like a children's book. Cute little characters, bright colors, simple designs. And I completely understand if that made you scroll past it, because I almost did too. But do not let that fool you for even 1 second. Ranking of Kings is one of the most emotionally devastating, beautifully written anime of the last decade. It follows Bojji, a deaf prince who can't lift a sword and is considered completely worthless by his kingdom. And watching him push forward with nothing but pure heart against everything working against him will break you down and build you back up every single episode. The story goes places you never see coming. The characters are layered in ways that will surprise you, and the action when it hits is genuinely incredible. Next up at number 4, Dorohedoro. And this one is just dark, weird, and absolutely brilliant. Set in a gritty, decaying city where magic users prey on the powerless. The story follows Kaiman, a man with a reptile head and no memory of his past, hunting down the sorcerer who cursed him. The world this show builds is unlike anything you've seen before. It's grimy, it's chaotic, and it somehow makes you fall in love with every single character in it. The action is brutal, the humor is oddly hilarious, and the whole thing just oozes personality. If you want something completely different from your typical anime, Dorohedoro is exactly that. Coming in at number 3, Grandpa and Grandma Turn Young Again. Now, hear me out before you scroll past this one. An elderly couple living on an apple farm in the countryside eat a mysterious golden apple one day and suddenly wake up young again. That's the whole premise. And somehow, it is one of the most wholesome, heartwarming things I have watched in years. This isn't about action or drama. It's just about two people who have loved each other for over 70 years, getting a second chance to make new memories together. Every episode will either make you laugh or hit you right in the chest. It's the kind of anime you watch after a long day when you just need to feel good. Massively slept on, and honestly, one of 2024's hidden gems. Almost at number 1 and coming in at number 2, The Ones Within. So imagine you're a popular online gamer, and you suddenly get pulled into a mysterious game show where you have to complete insane challenges to earn viewers. Except the viewers are measured in the hundreds of millions, and nobody knows who's watching. This show has such a unique concept, and it pulls you in immediately. The cast of characters are all distinct and entertaining. The challenges keep you guessing every single episode, and there's this constant unsettling feeling that something much darker is going on behind the scenes. It never fully shows its hand, which keeps you hooked the whole way through. If you're into psychological mystery anime with a fun cast, this one is absolutely worth your time. And your number 1, Talentless Nana. I have to be careful here because this show has one of the most insane twists in anime history, and I am not spoiling it. What I will say is it starts like your typical superhero school anime, and then episode 2 happens and everything changes completely. From that point, it becomes one of the most tense and unpredictable psychological anime you will ever watch. It deserves to be talked about in the same breath as Death Note, and the fact that most people haven't heard of it is baffling. Watch this one. You will thank me later.